Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I am showing you guys this everyday glam. I may have went a little bit glow heavy and lip crazy, but this is pretty much what I do on an almost everyday basis. I was gonna film a birthday get ready with me, which my birthday was at the end of March, but this is pretty much what I did except for different lip color. Anyways, if you guys want to know how I got this, then just keep on watching. We're gonna make this a talk through tutorial. Lip balm, the chapstick duo. I believe this is the watermelon one, but you gotta hydrate your lips before you do anything. We're gonna go in brows first, and I'm gonna take this NYX eyebrow shaper. It's like a wax, and I use this to like add something sticky to the brows so that the powder will adhere to the brows a little better. I kind of turn powders into like pomades, mousses, all that. This brush is the Anastasia number 7 brush, and this is what I use to do my brows. Now I'm gonna go into the NYX eyebrow cake powder in blonde. We're gonna go in with the darker of the two shades, but then I'm gonna take some eye drops and I'm gonna actually put like 2 or 3 drops in it to make it a little wet. That way it'll give like enough pigment for how I like to do my brows, and this is how I've been doing my brows lately. So like I just put a few drops in and I'm just like mixing it up. I start with like the underneath and then up top. I always do my brows first, no matter if I'm doing a simple look or like a bold look. I always do my brows first before foundation, and then if I need to wipe anything away, just take my pinky and then I just take it and I just go back and forth to fill it in. And I don't create like a new shape or anything, I just follow my eyebrow shape. There's one brow done. And as you can tell, like brows really do make a difference. I'm still getting used to like this setup because this is like my first like weekend filming in this setup since I redid my room, even though it's a giant mess right now. We're actually having a good brow day today. For the eyes, going with some concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Fair. I use this as like an eye primer because I do my eyes first. Apply some concealer to the lid and blend it out with my finger. I'm now going to set that concealer with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I believe this is the translucent one. Translucent Extra Coverage. It's just the powder I've been using lately. I haven't been using my NYC because I'm too lazy to go get it. And even though it's just in the other room. I'm using that on a Bagashi illuminator brush. I found like this is like the best brush to set the lid, and there is like a transformation when I go from no makeup to makeup, and I like the transformation. I'm gonna go into the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm actually going to take it on a new brush. I don't normally use this brush. I usually use this brush, but really any blending brush will work. I'm going to go into the shades Candied Peach and Puree, and I just mix those two together as my crease shade, and I'm using the Luxie 249 brush, the fluffy end, blending it in the crease and on the lid, and then as I get up towards the brow bone I take a lighter hand. I'm now going to go into the shade Georgia right here and apply that with the other side of the brush onto the lid. A lot of times I'll just use my finger because I feel like that gives like the most pigment, but we're just going to try this. And you could really do this with like any color scheme, really. You could even just use one color, then you can always go back to that fluffy brush to blend it out. We're good to go on that. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Bellini right here, and I'm just going to take that on my finger and apply that to the center. It's like a peach reflex with gold. I just do that when I want like an extra bit of glam. I usually just go for like a matte look, but when I want something just a little extra, that's what I'll go for. Mascara. I'm going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Original, and I look down into the mirror. My left lashes are not as good as my right. There's like the eyes pretty much complete. I'm gonna prime my face really fast, and I'm using the Benefit Professional, but I am going to, this is like literally almost out. I'm just applying that to the sides of the nose, on the nose, the chin, and the forehead. Yes, I know my hair is super yellow. I have different hair colors all the time. And then I also take some of this on my ring finger, and I apply this under my eyes because I do have fine lines under there, and it just kind of fills them. So if you guys do have fine lines under there where concealer tends to crease, try putting a pore filling primer. It can be like, you know, face one. I don't know if they make eye ones, but if you do that, then concealer will just sit on top of your skin and not really, it will, but it like decreases it a little bit. I just threw my hair up, that way foundation doesn't get onto the hair where we're going to see it, even though it looks like I have already put foundation in my hair. But I just wet and dampened my beauty blender. But for foundation, I'm using the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. I don't know if you can find this everywhere, but Walmart. I'm in the shade 105. You can really use any foundation. This is just the foundation I'm choosing today. But I just apply a little on the actual beauty blender and blend it into the skin. If you guys want me to do like a 5-minute makeup for like school or work, or like something natural other than this whole like glam, let me know in the comments down below. And the trick is to not set your brows before you go in with foundation, because as we could probably tell, like, foundation is getting into the brows. If you set them afterwards, you can darken them up. But I try as best as I can to avoid getting it on the brows, but you know, you gotta blend all of it, all of your skin. Foundation done. Now we're going to apply some concealer because I have some blemishes like healing up, and so we gotta conceal those so that people think you have good skin even though you really don't. And I'm just going in with the same Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is kind of like a throwback to my old Everyday Glam. I think I've done one. I just like how my skin looked then, and so like I'm trying to recreate. So I'm kind of going back to oldie but goodie product. It's not covering 100%, but that's okay. Applying some under the eyes. I got some dark circles, and especially when I'm doing this at 6 a.m., 6:30, and you've literally stayed up to like 10 or even maybe 11 because you're trying to get homework done or stuff done. But I'm not gonna set that quite yet, even though on a normal basis I would. I'm feeling a little extra today, so we're going in with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in this shade Celestial, and I'm just gonna take my finger and apply that to the cheekbones. It's a little strong, but left side always comes out a little bit better just because I can see at the angle I need to see. A little bit of the cupid's bow, nose, chin, and above the brow. Just using this as like a base highlight before I like set everything with powder. And then I'm going in again with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. Not baking or anything, just pressing it in to the skin. It just helps make the powder melt with your skin. And I set my entire face. And the trick is with loose face powders, take out the sifter, because I can just get like all the powder that I need without tip it all the time, and I can like get my full beauty blender in there. But do be careful because it is a loose powder and you'll get it everywhere, and if you get it on your black clothes like I always do, then you have to brush it off, and you just have to hope that everything came off. For bronzer, I'm taking Benefit Tequila on my bronzer brush to bronze up my skin, even though foundation I applied is a little darker than my actual skin tone. And then I'm also taking that down the neck. Everything is just one seamless color. Every foundation is darker than me, and then I add bronzer, and it's like, really, Maddie? You really had to go that dark? I'm gonna go into Benefit's Rockateur blush on the Luxie 514 blush brush and just take some, tap it on the skin, and a little on the nose. For just like a basic everyday glow, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow. It's pretty much like a powder form of Celestial from Cover FX. And I'm applying that to the cheeks with my Morphe M501. And then with a Ulta small eyeshadow brush, taking that on the Cupid's bow, the nose, like the tip and the bridge. I just like to be glowing. And then I take it on the inner corners, the brow bone. I honestly can't find my brow gel, but that's like the last step for the eyes. Here we are. But now that we have like all the face makeup done, we can now go in with brow gel, and I'm using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Brunette. I like a dark brown. I know that not a whole lot of people do. Now I'm going in with the Real Her Expert Advice Liner in I Love Myself, and we're just using that to line the lips. I'm actually gonna play around with some lip colors, like see if I can make a shade. So I'm first gonna go in with the Tarte Tarteist lip paint in the shade Rosé as like my base color on top of that lip liner. And you really could just add any lip color, but I'm kind of going for like a muted pink peachy glossy lip. Yes, really confusing, but now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. matte lip color in the shade Coral. On top of that, add that peachiness. I'm really liking this. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. lip gloss in the shade Scott, because I want a glossy lip. But this is the final look. Went a little more glowy than I usually do on a normal basis, but that's okay because I love to glow. If you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel or give it a thumbs up, or both. If you guys have any video requests, you can leave them in the comments down below, or at me on my social media, which is under SassyMaddieYT, same with spelled here, both Twitter and Instagram. I want to start posting more, both here and on Instagram. What is your guys' go-to color scheme when it comes to eyeshadows and stuff like that? I'm more of a peach girl. Peach, everything is like, yeah, I actually have a peach tea over on right next to me, and I have an empty one too. And plus, like, the peach just like makes my eyes more green. And when I was born, I had blue eyes, but now they've turned like a dark green. But I love how they've turned out. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.